All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Talking with Beers, episode 170, part 3 of this series. This is college football preview episode of just the Big 12. We got the SEC out of the way. We got the Big 10 out of the way. Now we're heading to the Big 12. So we got a lot to talk about, so let's head straight into it. We'll move on to the Big 12 now. The conference
that was the champion
we look at the most. Last year, Arizona State surprised everybody, even surprised us two sitting here. 11-3 on the end of the season, 7-2 in conference play. Iowa State, BYU, Colorado, Baylor were the runners-up, and the rest of the top 5. Actually, was a very close conference pretty much all season long. I don't know what this guy's doing over here. But this year, I think, again, it's going to be an up-for-grabs conference. I think anybody could win it. Dad, being the ASU guy, you want to start it off? What do you think about the conference?
Is this the strongest conference in
Arizona State?
No, not at all.
No, they're not.
No, it's not. But I do like. Come on, to knock off the champs. To be the champ, you gotta knock off the champs. So I still think Arizona State's gonna be pretty good. This year. I know they lost their running back. They lost Scadaboo, but they bring back the quarterback, and that coach Dillingham is building something out there, right? It's still early. It's still new, but he's building. He's building something out there that I think is gonna be good for a few years here. So I'm
just trying to point out other schools your coach will be at the end of this year. Go ahead.
No.
I think he's gonna stick around.
He bleeds maroon and gold.
That's why he went to school. Come on, they gave him a chance. Money is all money talks.
Money does talk.
But I do like ASU. But there's some other good teams in there. Texas Tech is gonna be good. I think again this year. They throw the ball around a lot over there out in Lubbock, out in the Dust Bowl of Lubbock up there.
Gig 'em.
I know. I think. Let's see who else is there. Iowa State is going to be decent this year. They were pretty good last year, and actually they reminded me a lot just in how they were built with Arizona State. They kind of matched up a lot. Decent quarterback, good running backs, a couple wide receivers. So hopefully they could replace the wide receivers this year. And
that's going to be my biggest problem with them this year is going to be the wide receivers.
They still have the running backs on the quarterback. Gotta love a guy named Rocco, right? That'll be pretty good. I like him. You don't like him? I like Rocco.
I don't know who he is.
I'm not sold on Kansas State. Never been sold on Kansas State, and then let me see who else was there. I don't know. You never know to see about like West Virginia and some of those outlier guys that are out there that could sneak in there. But I think TCU might have a chance this year, to improve, definitely improve from last year. This is Dyke's 3rd year. So some of his recruits are, should be at that age now and to where they should be playing and maybe taking over and being the focus of his team. So.
What do you think, Vincent?
Go ahead, Miles.
Oh, okay. So I'll start off with ASU because obviously, for obvious reasons, this team is very similar to last year when it comes to the offensive side. Scadaboo not being there is going to be tough, but the transfer over from Army, I think, is going to be a pretty good replacement. I don't think it's going to be like what we saw last year with Scadaboo, but Army runs the ball a lot. That's what they're known for. I think they're going to be able to run the ball through this new guy. I don't want to mess up his name. It's a weird name. It starts with a U. I don't even want to mess that up. But I think this kid's going to be pretty solid this year. Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson, as long as Tyson and Levitt both stay healthy, they're going to find each other a lot. That's going to open up space for some of the other guys that are in the lineup. I think the wide receiver room outside of Tyson is going to be on the weaker side, though. I think they probably could have done a little bit better on the recruiting side. But overall, I think ASU is still going to be one of the top 5 teams in the conference. You look at the rest of the conference, Iowa State, if you want to cheat and look at week 0 game, they didn't look all that great. Weather conditions wasn't great, but they may have been able to figure out the wide receiver room for at least one game. The running back looks great. I like Rocco Becht as well. I think he's good. BYU could be a little bit of a disappointing team this year. Colorado, I don't know what to expect from them. Baylor could be a sneaky good team. TCU could cause problems there. I think Texas Tech is a really good team this year. They got a lot of money. They're throwing it around in the transfer portal and the recruiting classes. I think Texas Tech is going to be a good team for the next couple of years, and I'm not high on Kansas State. I don't think Kansas State's all that great. I don't think Avery Johnson's all that great either. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, but I don't think there's enough around him to help him out. So as a as a whole, the conference, there's a lot that could happen. But when you look past those couple of teams that I said, I think it drops off pretty quick.
Yeah, I can't agree more. I think the top is the top. I think this is a big year for Utah. See if they can do anything. See if Coach Willingham can get back what he had prior as being the big bad bully. I think he's lost a lot of guys and a lot of coaches. People don't realize he's lost a few coaches the last few years. I think that have recruited very well for him. I think Arizona State, Iowa State, I think Texas Tech is really all you need to be worried about. Kansas always looks kind of good. If they can keep it together, that'll be fun. TCU will be interesting. They're tough. They're tough at home. I don't see anything coming out of really anybody else. Maybe an upset here and there just because it's the Big 12. They play at night. It's run and gun, and they see who wins. Colorado's going to be interesting because I don't think Colorado. It's a weird situation with Dion there being sick and coming in. I don't think he's replaced his top players, his two top players. To be honest, it was two guys. Two guys can win it: Shador and Travis Hunter. That was it. I mean, if without those two guys, it'll be interesting to see if they could be competitive. I would say that 9-4 can be like a pipe dream for them. I think they're more in the 7-win range this year. But I think it's going to come down to the Iowa State, the Arizona State, and I think Texas Tech can be something pretty special again this year.
Is he going to be? Is Sanders going to be coaching much? You know,
Yeah.
will he be there? I mean, I know
Yeah.
he got some health issues and stuff like that, right?
It's fairly easy. He doesn't call defense, doesn't call offense. He just calls timeouts.
Is he's just there to
It's like the queen.
the face, just the face of the program? Is that more of it?
No, he's just the manager. You
Okay.
know, offense calls the offense, defense calls the defense. And he's there to just manage them. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think based off of what all three of us just said, I think anything's up for grabs when it comes to looking at this conference. I think one person could have this, one person can have that, one person can have that, and we can all
Miles, are you going to
respect
ask me
that.
why I was doing this?
No. But why?
Uh,
Let's hear it. Why?
He's gone.
No, there's no way Kenny leaves.
If you think he's just gonna stay at Arizona State and dwindle mid-pack, make a playoff every once in a while, lose in the first or second round, he got lucky with Scatterbo.
I was targeting.
He played out of his ass. Nobody's gonna be surprised by him this year. Everybody knows what you're gonna get out of him and his team. Nobody's gonna be shocked. Arizona is not the worst program. Also,
Oh, hands down, they've always been.
They have a good quarterback. I love that little quarterback. Do I see them doing better than 4-8? Why not? Let's just go 5-7. Let's go 500. But they're not the worst in the conference, and they're not worse in the whole entire FBS one.
They're pretty close. I will say. I think what is
No,
136 teams.
No, they're not.
They might be 130.
They just got what they have one of the top rookie quarterbacks right now in the NFL. He's going to be a star. You can't have a guy like that and say like they're the worst.
They're pretty close.
And then the worst city in the world.
That's true.
That's agreed. I'll agree on that one. I don't spend longer than 24 hours in that city.
That's smart. That's smart. You might not make it out.
Nice airport.
All right, Dad. Top 5 in the conference. Who you got?
I got ASU, Texas Tech, Utah, TCU, and then BYU.
Okay.
And we'll see how Utah does. It's the first time in a decade Cam Rising hasn't been there, so we'll see.
In a decade.
Isn't he coaching somewhere now?
I don't know. I think they ran him out of town. He said he was going to stick around, and then he left, but I don't know where he left to.
Yeah.
What do you got, Vincent?
I got Iowa State, Arizona State. I got Texas Tech. No particular order, by the way. Texas Tech. Let's go Baylor, and you know, fuck it, Utah.
Okay, I'm actually okay with the Utah
coming back, running down their freaking throats.
Utah, regardless if they're 3-9 or 12-0, they're tough to play.
They always
up
have a
in
good
Salt Lake.
They always have a good defense.
How you do it? You do it this way?
No. You gotta flip that. So for me, I got ASU, Texas Tech is the top 2. Iowa State, Baylor is my sneaky in there. And I still got Kansas State in there at 9-3. I'm just not very high on them, but I still think that they could probably pull off a 9-3. It's tough that they lost week 1 though, because I made this before week 1 or week 0, and they're already 0-1 to start it off.
The rule is if you play out of the country, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
That was tough game to play. I mean, that was
It was
In
raining.
the
raining like
rain,
crazy.
soccer field.
Yeah, that was tough
It
conditions.
doesn't count. I don't think that was a true test of what you saw in this team. Like, both teams.
Yeah, I think we could see different teams for sure for both after that game. But Dad, your title game, who you got?
I have ASU and Texas Tech.
With who winning?
ASU. Come on.
No.
Vincent, who you got?
I got. This is tough for me, but I'm looking at it and I'm staring at it. Let's go Iowa State, Texas Tech. Texas Tech wins it.
Honestly, I'm okay with that too.
Arizona State's going to
I
get
respect
screwed
it.
out of a game. Arizona State will get screwed of a win. How about that? I'll make it better for you guys.
Thanks. Hopefully it's not the NAU game. Let's just say that. I got ASU versus Texas Tech. I think it's gonna be a really close game. It's gonna be the second game that they'll play that season against each other. I think ASU wins that one. So I think there's a good chance.
Miles, here's my concern about Arizona State. I'm looking at their schedule right now.
Yeah.
Even though they are, I think it's home games. They got 2 Friday night games.
Yes.
One's
I
against
don't
TCU.
like Friday night games.
Anything can happen on Friday night. It's not Saturday.
TCU and bear down. Watch out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. I've circled
TCU and Arizona Friday nights. Watch out.
Yeah. No, the schedule is hard.
And early on, I guess usually the advantage for ASU is like it's hot there, right? But it's hot in Fort Worth too this time of year, so it's not like
It's not
cold
much.
weather. It's not like a cold weather team
Cold
coming.
is cold. No matter where you're from, heat is heat and cold is cold.
The one that I'm circling that I'm really worried about is on the road in Ames, Iowa against Iowa State. That's going to be a cold game. That's going to be a game that you just played Houston, and Houston's going to be a very bad team this year. And now you got to go on the road against Iowa State. I think it's going to be a tough game on the road there in Ames. So I'm circling that
3
one.
losses at the end of the year.
Okay. Well, I don't think that, but I think
you have U
The
of
Friday
A.
night game, the TCU Friday night game, the Iowa State game. And you never know what happens in a rivalry game on a Friday night.
70-7. I'm calling it right now.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they're getting a little screwed with their schedule.
Yeah, the schedule's tough this
That's
year.
what I said.
Yeah, no. TCU, I think, could be a trap game with Baylor being the week before. I think there's going to be a lot going into that Baylor game because you're on the road
It's
as
a
well.
Friday night. I don't think you're anticipating that Friday
No,
night.
we've talked about even going out to that game because it's the Friday night game. It's a little tougher, but we've talked about it. So I've been circling it a
You
lot.
gotta hope Arizona's beat up at the end of the year.
It's gonna be tough. I think the
If they
schedule's
have
gonna be
any
tough.
momentum, if Arizona, mark my words, if Arizona has any momentum at the end of the year, book it.
No,
We get them at home this year.
It's a home game this year.
Friday night.
Could be Friday night. They could change it. I've heard that they might change it to Saturday.
Friday night. No one cares about that game. Go ahead.
Okay. Not to be mean about it here. Right?
Compared to the rest of the rivalries in college football, you think anybody cares about that one? You should play that at 8
oldest
o'clock on
trophy
Saturday on Pac-10 after dark.
People cared about it when it was 70-7.
Hey, Miles, guess what?
Huh. Oh, okay.
I'll say it again.
All right. Surprise team, Dad. You got a surprise team this year?
TCU.
TCU. Okay.
Arizona when they smash Arizona State.
Okay.
On
Disappointing
November
team.
28th, bellies full of turkey.
Baylor's my surprise team.
Arizona State looking into like who we're going to play in the conference championship, and bear down, baby.
Bear down.
Okay. That's crazy.
My little quarterback from Servite is going to come in there, whoops a man.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Looks like that's not going to happen, but look it.
Disappointing and worst teams. Do you have one, Dad?
Oklahoma State. They've just been disappointing last year, this year, next year. It'll be bad.
Yeah.
Worst team, U of A.
Yeah.
How can you say that? You just said okay. Oklahoma State worst. I think BYU might be a little bit disappointing this year.
BYU? I think based off what they did last year.
I think the engine ran through that quarterback. Is he still? He's gone, right?
No,
Red
he
Sox,
got in
he's
trouble.
gone.
He got in trouble for some after school activities.
Yeah, so
Honor code violations.
that'll be interesting. I think that everything ran through him. If they don't have him or a guy like him, they usually find somebody. But I'm looking at the roster. I don't think they've found anybody. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it happened so late.
Yeah, they got this kid named Bear Bachmeyer,
Oh, yeah, Bear.
and his name's Bear, and his brother's name's Tiger, and he also plays wide receiver. So that's a cool combo, but I don't think he's anything like Retzloff. So I think BYU is going to be my disappointing
With two
team as
names
well.
like that, you're lucky Arizona State doesn't play him.
That's my disappointing team this year. Do you have a worse team in the conference?
I said Oklahoma State.
Okay, Oklahoma State. I'm actually really up there with you guys. Oklahoma State being one of the worst teams. I think Houston could flirt with one of the worst teams too. Just not very high on them. And then obviously I think Arizona's a bottom feeder team as well. So they're down there as well. But any final comments from the Big 12 in all seriousness?
No, I'm good.
Irrelevant conference.
Okay, we'll move on to the most irrelevant
If
conference. now.
they're lucky, they're holding on to that Power Four. Next one.
No, the Pac-12's lucky that they're holding on.
They're not even in the. They're not a Power Four conference.
They're going to be a Power 5 conference, I think.
No,
Though.
they're not. No,
Yeah, they.
Pac-12.
Yeah,
They're
they'll
the
be-
Mountain West. They're the Mountain West. No, Miles. No. Go next. Go ahead. What are we?
We'll move on.
ACC.
We'll move
SMU
on.
overrated. Clemson. We'll see what happens.
Okay,
Oh, no.
no.
Miami's no good.
No, okay. Well, that will do it for this episode 170 in the books, part 3 of this one. We got one more part to go. ACC is left. Plus, we got a couple of the mid-majors. Notre Dame, obviously, we're going to talk about in that one. And we got the college football playoff predictions all coming up in the next episode. So if you guys want to see that one, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, that bell icon so you guys are notified when that episode does drop. It will be on all platforms, the YouTube and the audio platform, so you won't be able to miss it at all. So make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and you hit that bell so you guys are notified when that one does drop. We appreciate you guys so much. Have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys later.